Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and that is a T92 HMC, the Tier 10 American SPG, and this one is on the south spawn of Cliff, and it's being commanded by Captain Ashstorm. Now, he's a member of What Arty Noobs, and he's submitted many replays in the past, and I'm looking forward to this battle. I haven't seen it, so I don't know what's going to happen, but you can see there's a mark of excellence on his barrel. So whatever happens, it should be a lot of fun. Should be great to watch. What I can say is I do know that this game was recorded when the player couldn't get any sleep. So he decided to come down and play a few games. So he's called it sleep deprivation. Okay, he's looking at the pass where the enemy normally goes up to the top of the hill. Doesn't appear to be anybody there. The AMX would have spotted somebody if they were coming in. There's a T10 rapidly approaching the hill though. It's going to have a long lead time on that. But he does a perfect shot. Look at that. 1,287 hit points and some stun too. Wow. I told you, he's a very good player. Now, what's his next target? He's got a long wait for the reload, but he has repositioned, so he's safe from counter battery for the moment. The enemy RT is a GW, Geschützwagen E100. That's the Tier 10 German SPG. Okay, he's loaded, ready to go. And there's a Hawk 12 right up on the hill, causing trouble for the MX CDC, who's been hit by the enemy RT. So I think that, yes, Captain Ashstorm returns the favour and sends a shell into the Hawk. And he gets 243 damage. And there's some pretty foul language going on in chat. I think the recriminations have already started, even though nobody's actually died yet. It's a good job that this conversation is only going on between the team members and not between enemy. That would just make it far worse. He's going for that Hawk 12 again. It needs to aim on the ground nearby because otherwise it will overshoot. Rounds out. Oh, great shot. It just missed. Very close. 334 hit points. Almost took out that Hawk. But Captain Ashstorm is relocating immediately. And that prevents the enemy RT from taking him out. Okay, it's a whole gaggle of tanks for him to hit here. Just around the top. He's leaving the AMX to take out that Hawk. It's only got 63 hit points left, so it will die very quickly from one shot. But there's that Wizzy 1-4. And there was I think it was a KV-43. He's loaded. He's going to go for the Wizzy 111, the 1-4. Round out. Direct hit! Right onto the rear. 526 hit points. And critical hits as well. Yeah, it's a very unwise choice to bunch together like that. I know that they think they're doing the right thing to staircase, but it really isn't the right thing when you've got a heavy hitting RT facing you. You're just making it easy for him to get both of you. Okay, that Hawk's managed to scare the AMX off the cliff. I don't know if he's actually trying to shoot at the tanks going round the hill, or he doesn't want to engage the Hawk. But he's left the top of the hill to the Hawk, but he can't see him. Now, if that AMX goes up just a little bit more, he should spot the Hawk, and then Captain Ashstorm can put a shell into his location. And a splash should be enough. Rounds out. And it does! 63 hit points, and he gets him. Good shot. That Hawk was always a one shot, and I thought that the CDC would be able to do the job, but it appeared the CDC must have taken some damage either from the Hawk or from the enemy RT. That looks like, yes, the CDC was actually taken out by the Guerrilla 15 on the enemy team at long range. Okay, there's a T10 there. Half his health. In fact, a third of his health. Or a Wizzy 111 who's got half his health. Well, the T10's dead, so it makes it an easy choice now. Rounds out. Direct hit, and he's got a fire! He's set him on fire. Massive fire. He managed to get 564 from the hit. He got an additional 134 from the stun, and then 180 from the fire on top of all that. Wow. That's great work. He's now up to 3.2k damage. He's going after the Centurion. 2/3 loaded, ready to shoot. Indicating his target. He's being requested to fire on the Centurion. Rounds out. Direct hit. 552 hit points, 3 critical hits. Good strike. Just moving a little. Doesn't have to move very far. The GWE 100 does have quite a big splash radius, but the fact is that if he just moves a little way away, he should be able to avoid getting struck. Looks like he's targeting the T30, but that's been taken out. Okay, he's still got the Centurion, but he's backing away, so he can't hit him. There's an Object 416 and 263 at the far end. And there's the Guerrilla that took out the CDC. Looks like that's going to be his intended target. Zeroing in his aim. Letting the reticule contract until it's tight. It's out. Direct hit kills the Guerrilla. 461 hit points. Great shot. He's on fire tonight. That's 4,200 damage already. Now I know that Captain Ashstorm actually drives ordinary tanks as well as arty. He likes playing arty, but he does drive other tanks as well, because I've done quite a few of his replays and they're on our YouTube channel, so if you'd care to have a look, you'll find them. He's dialed in. He can't see the target, but he knows where it was last seen, and he kills it! A Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger, and he takes him out! Line shot kill! So that's 3 kills he's managed to get so far, and although it's saying 4,213 damage, I think he's done a lot more than that. Okay, there's that 416 and the 263 that I mentioned earlier. They're at the far end. Now, they're the remaining problem, because there's 5 tanks left on the enemy team, but and there's the Centurion up on the cliff edge, you can see there. But these ones are holding the pass. Oh, there's an Udes up on top of the cliff. Yes, he's noticed that. He's dialing in. He's going to go for the Udes instead. But the Udes is killed. That's unfortunate. Okay, now he doesn't know exactly where the last one was seen, but he can see the Centurion. He knows where that was. Round out. And it goes in! It hit the target. No explosion. It hit the target. And another of the enemies gone down. There's only 3 remaining enemy. One of them's the RT. The other's the Centurion, and the last one is the Object 263. Okay, there's the GW E100. And as a professional courtesy, Captain Ashstorm is dispatching the enemy RT because it's a priority target. These RT can do a lot of damage. Oh, but it's already been killed. So he changes aim, goes after the Object 263. He's loaded, ready to go. Rounds out. And he gets a splash hit. 398 hit points, 4 critical hits, and it's taken a massive strike there. So he picked up a whopping great 1,371 splash stun assistance there. That's a huge amount. Okay, so the Centurion's the last remaining enemy. He was last seen in that dip. He's right at the far end, 2/3 of the way through the load cycle. Can he get around him before? Looks like the STRV is going to go down there. It might be difficult for him to fire. He's indicated his target to try and make the STRV stay away, but he doesn't need to because the STRV's finished the job. Wow, that was quite some battle. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's a first-class tanker for Captain Ashstorm in the T-92 HMC Howitzer motor carriage. And he also picked up a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, career capacitations or module damage. He picked up a Gauze medal because the damage he did exceeded 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And on top of all that, he got the high caliber. He did the most damage to the enemy, at least 20% of the total hit points of the enemy team. So if we look at the score there, yes, a massive amount of the enemy were hit. And we can see that Captain Ashstorm comes right at the top with 5,164 hit points. He also comes joint top with 3 other members on his team. So he could have platooned with them, and that would have given him a brothers in arms as well. But it's nice that he is top of the table. But he is also top again when it comes to base XP with 1,007. He fired 11 rounds. He got 6 direct hits, 6 penetration and 6 splash. So that means he obviously splashed more than one vehicle on some occasions, because if he got direct hits and splash, that comes to 12, and he said he fired 11 shots. Okay, damage of 5,164 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He hit 8 of the enemy, killed 3 of them. He also did stun assistance damage of 2,016 hit points. He caused 9 stuns in total. On a premium account, he earned 74,178 credits. After deductions for ammunition, he took away 46,678 credits, and he received XP of 1,511. But it was times 2 for the first victory of the day, because it was early in the morning when he played this game, and he earned 3,022 XP in total. So well done, Captain Ashstorm. Great battle. I really enjoyed that, actually, because he's got some fantastic shots in there on the enemy. If you enjoyed this replay, please do give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully I will see you in the next replay.